Hey guys, what's going on? MidnightBanshi here, and I thought I would take a little time to kind of address some of the things that people may have been asking when it comes to what do I need as far as accessories go for starting up a YouTube channel or doing streaming on Twitch. I don't have a whole lot of money to spend, but I want to have some kind of decent sound and video. Well, today we're going to cover a couple of things that I've been using for my YouTube studio as well as my Twitch streaming that worked out pretty well over the last year or so. So I thought I'd pass these on, and both these items together cost less than $100 US. So what are we talking about today? Today we're covering the use of the Logitech C920 webcam and the Blue Ice Snowball microphone. Stick around. So what I've been doing for the last, probably about a good portion of the last year, as far as doing content for my YouTube channel and streaming on Twitch, is I've been using these two products. The camera that I use predominantly for my live streaming and for some of my recording in the studio is this one right here. This is the Logitech C920 webcam, which will do 1080p video, but it doesn't do 1080p 60 frames per second. You're going to need to spend more money if you want to do 1080p at 60 frames per second, but for a lot of casual people, this makes a lot of sense. And right now, you can actually get this webcam for just under $50 US on Amazon. So as far as being able to do any kind of casual 1080p type recording or streaming, it works really well. In fact, if you follow me over on Twitch, this is the webcam that I've been using. The microphone is the Blue Ice Snowball USB microphone. It's a cardioid microphone, so basically you'll want to have this to where the grill is facing towards you because it's not omnidirectional, but it does pick up pretty well. However, the one thing I've had to do with this microphone is I have to use it with a piece of software that will add gain to the microphone. You'll have to step it up a little bit as far as being able to get really good sound out of it. Otherwise it sounds kind of low. Now for more money, you can step up to the Blue Yeti microphone, which comes in various colors and various configurations. Right now, as of the recording of this video, you can find the Blue Yeti blackout USB microphone along with a copy of Assassin's Creed Origins for about $100. Now that does go above the budget that I'm talking about in this video, because right now the Blue Ice Snowball microphone can be had for just under $50. So for about the price of a Benjamin there, about the price of a $100 bill, you get yourself a decent webcam to record and live stream with, and you get a USB microphone that works moderately well. Now as far as being able to step up from this type of webcam, like I said, you will be spending more money in order to do that. And one of the things I'm looking into is the possibility of integrating a camcorder with something like Elgato's CamLink. But again, you have to take into account you are going to be spending more money for that. Now with the Logitech C920 webcam, it does do decent 1080p video. However, if your lighting is not perfect, if your lighting is not adequate, I've noticed it does tend to not quite get that smooth 60 frames per second look. So you will need to have good lighting if you want to make sure that the smoothness of your video is good. Otherwise it looks a little rough. So there is that. So it's kind of a give and take type of thing. However, if you have, like I said, if you have decent lighting where you are going to be doing any recording or live streaming, it does rather well. It plugs in. It comes with the usual Logitech drivers, which does fine. However, most people that I've seen who stream use either XSplit or OBS. I use OBS myself. This webcam works perfectly with OBS Studio, no problems at all. The Blue Ice Snowball works perfectly within OBS Studio. Again, be sure to set the filter and adjust some gain to it so that way you'll get proper sound out of it, so that way you get it to a more proper level. Another piece of software that some people have used, and I've kind of tinkered around with, is VB Cable's Voice Meter, which is actually two pieces of software. You install the drivers, which is called VB Cable, and then you download the actual program, which is Voice Meter, which is donationware. You can use it, although every time you start it up, you will get a screen asking if you want to donate to it. So if you like using the software, I consider donating to the cause and just kind of show them the love and just let them know that you really like the piece of software, because it does have some features in addition to the gain. It allows you to adjust the pitch of the microphone so you can make it sound a little bit differently. I haven't played with it a whole lot, but I use it for some of the gain on my microphone and some of the toning on it as well. And it works pretty well for that. For a free donation piece of software, I really have no complaints about this. So another thing you can do, now if you notice, the snowball mic comes on a fairly basic stand, and it does adjust a little bit. It's not exactly the greatest stand in the world, so if you're planning on doing anything fancy with it, what I would do is I would get myself a boom arm, like what I've got behind me here. I don't have it here in the shot, but basically it's behind this monitor. And it comes with one of those attachments that you screw on and then you stick a microphone into. However, at the bottom of that is a piece that you can unscrew, and that will actually screw into the base of the Blue Eye Snowball microphone. And then you can just take the Blue Eye Snowball microphone and screw it onto the scissor arm, and then you have a boom mic. Pretty inexpensively. The scissor arm will probably cost you about 15-20 bucks. It's very inexpensive. The one I have is by a brand called Neewer. It works just fine. I've had no problems with it. It doesn't weight it down. Now granted, if I upgrade my microphone, that may change. I'll have to do a video about that and let you know how that works out. So if you like it on the stand like it is, then it's fine. You don't need to do anything with it. However, if you notice, it's got a really bright red LED on the top of it, just to let you know that it's powered on. If it bothers you, just take a little piece of tape, just right over the top of it. You don't have any problems with it. It won't affect the performance in any way. It still works perfectly fine. What you're seeing now is how I normally shoot my footage for my live streaming over on Twitch. If you follow me on twitch.tv/MidnightBanshi, when I do the full screen chat, this is the setup that you see. If you watch me as I'm doing live streaming games, of course the webcam image is smaller because I'm pushing it down in the corner, and basically the game is majority of the screen. So the webcam, like I said, is the Logitech C920, the Blue Eye Snowball microphone. I'm adjusting the gain in OBS to amplify the sound, so that way it'll pick up and it'll sound as loud as I want it to. For lighting, I use a very low budget setup. I have a couple of shop lights that I got from Home Depot for like $8-9 bucks a piece. Bought a 4-pack of Walmart LED light bulbs that I fit into them so they give off no heat. And then for diffusion, I just put a couple of white shopping bags over the top of them. Very low cost solution that I actually found while watching Nick Niven's channel when he went to go visit Chicky Pie over in Taiwan, who uses that kind of lighting setup. So you don't really need a whole lot of money in order to be able to produce good results. And as you can see, the webcam does just fine. With adequate lighting, it looks absolutely good. I mean, as far as 1080p recording and streaming goes, this looks really good in my opinion. If you're looking for 4K, of course, that's outside the scope of my channel because I don't really do any kind of 4K stuff. It's well outside my budget. I'm going for what works well for the mainstream live streamer or recorder who uses this kind of stuff, who wants to get started in doing these kinds of videos or doing live streaming over on Twitch or YouTube. So, like I said, for about $100, you get the webcam, you get the microphone, so you're set. Well, of course, nothing is going to work decently without any kind of decent computer to run everything with, but that's something that's a whole subject for another video altogether. The total cost for the lighting was about 15-16 bucks if you take into account the clamp lights and the lights themselves. Shopping bags cost basically nothing because you get them every time you go to the store. Now the webcam does do really good as far as filtering out chroma key for green screen, if you like having that kind of fancy effect, so that way you can have yourself in front of the setup and be able to put custom backgrounds behind you. I have had really good luck doing green screen with the C920. So that's basically it in a nutshell. So for about $100, you can get a good budget setup as far as being able to do recording and live streaming, and you'll come out really well as far as being able to shoot, record, stream in 1080p, upwards of around, between 30 and 60 frames per second, which for a majority of the people is pretty much your target where you're shooting at. So I will be posting some links down in the video description below to Amazon to where you can find both these items. However, if you have a favorite YouTuber, I ask you of this. A lot of the YouTubers that I watch, especially in the tech industry, have affiliate links below their channels. If you have a favorite that you like watching and they have Amazon affiliate links, please use those to be able to buy your products. It does support your favorite YouTubers and it helps them out greatly. I don't have an affiliate program as of yet, so I don't have any to share myself. But if you have a favorite tech tuber, please use their links and support them on their channel and their endeavors, because that's what they do for a living. I'm a hobbyist myself, so to me, it's not that big of a deal. However, other people do it as a full-time profession. I totally respect that. So I'm urging people to please use affiliate links to your favorite YouTube video creators. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. It has been a wonderful 2017. It has been an awesome year. And for everybody who has come by, thank you so much. You are absolutely amazing. I appreciate every single one of you. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button down there. If you haven't already and want to go ahead and do so, go ahead and smack that subscribe button. It's right down there. You know exactly where it is. Until next time, this here is Midnight Banshi. I'm wishing you a happy new year. Looking forward to 2018. And we'll be back with some more random content next year. And as always, we will catch you in the next video. Take care.